Hello, everybody. This is Bennyhillz back with another Supreme Vintage Cube draft. This is my first draft of the day, so I'm pretty excited. And we got a good start. I feel like I almost never get power in my first pack. I get power, but a little bit of a slow start often, but not this time. We got a Mox Ruby. And now there's no clear follow up to this. I think Mono White is a really good deck, and it plays Moxen very well. But these are not really the white cards you want. Armageddon is pretty weak in a format where everyone has lots of Moxen, and Mother of Runes is like one of the best cards for Mono White in normal Vintage Cube. But this format, like, it's better to have cards that cost like 2 or 3 that require a decent amount of colorless mana, because you'll have stuff like Mox Ruby and Mox Sapphire if you're Mono White that just like don't really help you cast those spells. Faithless Looting is probably the best red card here to pair with a Mox Ruby, but I think we probably just want to go with Shelldock Isle. This card is very good and like pretty splashable. People are drawing a lot of cards, so it gets turned on a lot. Early on, I thought this might not be great because the games would just be ending so fast, and they do end fast a lot of the times, but they don't always. And also, when they do end fast, it's usually because someone's drawing a bunch of cards. So I think Shelldock is pretty strong. Library is like not great. It can be good. Some people think this card is just terrible in this format, and I don't think that, because if you have a lot of Moxen, you can use Library and be drawing cards while still like advancing your mana and advancing your board with your Moxen and whatnot. So, and it's also good with draw 7s like in the mid game. So I actually think this card is not amazing in this format, but a little bit underrated probably. But if this was a Vintage Q pack with like just this without the Mox Ruby, I think I would take Library over Shelldock. But it's Supreme. I think we should go the Shelldock here. Okay, I think I want to pick up a Volcanic Island here. There is a Yawgmoth's Will, so that's something. But I think I like just taking Miscalc Volcanic Island here. This gives us good fixing for red. Lightning Bolt's actually a card I would sort of like to have. It's good against Planeswalkers and a lot of creatures. But I think, well, we can pick up Burn later, and getting cheap counter magic is more important than getting cheap removal. Yeah, not going to go with the Yawgmoth's Will. Storm has really not impressed me that much in this format. There's so many counter spells. Ooh, now we can pick up a DAC. That is ideal. So blue-red is looking nice so far. And then there's another library, but I actually think I'm going to go with the Deceiver Exarch here. I haven't seen this combo be good very often, but we already are in blue-red. We already have decent fixing and decent card draw. And, I mean, who knows? This might end up not really working out, but it's not like we're missing out on too much. I mean, we could pick up like a Sacred Foundry or like Library or something, but I think I like taking the Exarch here. All right, now we can pick up a Narset. It's annoying that it can't find the twin combo, but we don't even know we'll be playing that. And Narset's just a good card in general. And then I actually think Avalanche Riders is, well, actually, no, it's probably bad. Revoker is good, but I think I'm going to go with a Mystical Tutor here. It's not good yet, but it probably will become good. We're hoping to pick up an Ancestral or something like that. Okay, there's a Tinker. Fractured Identity, Demonic Tutor, Thalia, Tropical Island, Spellseeker. This is a good pack. I kind of like taking the Fractured here, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Fractured Identity. And then Signet is sort of bad, but okay. I think I'm going to go with a Tinker here. It's not good yet, but it could become good. And yeah, I think it's just a really high payoff. And we have Mystical Tutor to find it if it does end up being good. Well, there's another Tinker. So we could sort of build around Tinker if we have 2 copies of it. I don't really think we're going to be playing High Tide. Yeah, I think I'm going to pick up the Tinker. And then Memory Jar is an okay Tinker target. It's not great, though. There's also a Shark Typhoon. Everflowing Chalice is okay, but not great. Seagate Stormcaller can be sweet. It's not good yet, but if we get like Time Walk or something. This is tough. I think I'll go with the Memory Jar. This card's pretty good, especially if we get like a Hull Breacher. Okay, there's the Zealot's Conscript. That's a nice thing along with Deceiver Exarch. So we have 2 of that half of the twin combo now. We still do need the other half. And then we can pick up a Thieving Skydiver. That seems pretty great. I love Thieving Skydiver. We got a Chrome Mox. Oh, actually, we should definitely just pick Chrome Mox, a Sundering Titan here. That makes our 2 Tinkers really good. Sundering Titan is great in this format. Ooh, wow, this is a good pack. There's another Seagate Stormcaller, but we're definitely just going Force of Will Mana Drain here. These are both absolutely elite. pieces of interaction. I really would like to find a Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki. Or Soul Ring. That works too. There's also a Time Twister and a Steam Vent. I think I like Steam Vents more than Time Twister here. We do have the DAC, but just having good fixing is so important, especially if we do end up with Kiki Jiki. Another Soul Ring. That seems pretty nice. And now we need to decide between Preordain and Scalding Tarn. We don't have a white fetchable land yet for the Fractured. I think I'm just going to go with the Preordain. Fractured Identity is good, but there's honestly a lot of matchups where it's not great, and Preordain is a really, really good card for this sort of deck. Ooh, got the Ancestral. That is a thing of beauty. So definitely taking that. And then we can decide between Library, another Exarch, and Spire Bluff Canal. I think I'm just going to go with the Spire Bluff Canal. Even if we get a Kiki, I don't really want to have 3 pieces of this half. If we got 2 Kikis, I would want to have the Exarch, but that's a lot to ask with not that many packs left. And we don't need to play this combo. We could just cut the Exarch and then just be like blue-red control with a Tinker finish that just like plays Zealous Conscripts as a value card. So we'll go with the mana fixing here. All right. Mox Jet, that's nice. We could just pick up a second Sundering Titan. Or Control Magic, a Chain Lightning. You know, I actually kind of want to pick up a Chain Lightning. I think having access to one card like this is really nice. And this is like a strong version of that effect. Okay, there's a Sacred Foundry, which helps us cast Fractured Identity. There's a Pyroclasm, which is good in some matchups. Frost Titan, Time Twister, Gruul Signet. I think I'm going to pick up the Sacred Foundry. We don't have any fetch lands yet, so we might not end up playing this, but I would like to be able to. And then, is Time Twister good? Yeah, I think I'll go with Time Twister plus Sacred Foundry here. Another Volcanic Island. So our blue-red fixing is becoming very nice. And then we can pick up another Mystical Tutor. This would give us very consistent access to Ancestral and Tinker, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think we go with these two. There's a Channel. Chrome Mox, Thirst for Knowledge, Bribery, Wandering Fumarole. I think I like taking Fumarole, Thirst for Knowledge here. Yeah, we're actually a little bit light on card draw. We have Narset, Time Twister, DAC, which are all DAC is sort of card draw, and then Ancestral, but not a ton. I think I like picking up one of these, and then we could pick up a Chrome Mox, but we have a decent amount of mana already. Okay, woo. Well, I like Shinobi a lot, but I think we just go with Jace, Mox Pearl here. Mox Pearl helps with the Fractured, and Jace is just a really great card. All right, are we going to get the Kiki Jiki in the last pack? We are not, so get out of here, Deceiver. Here we got Tezzeret, Impulse, Golos. I do think we want Impulse. Is this a good Tezzeret deck? I mean, it can just get a lot of mana, and then it can plus and then get Fractured Identity, or Memory Jar. We'll definitely take Impulse. I actually think I'm going to take a Library here. We'll see how this goes, but I think the Library could be good. We have great fixing. I think we're actually not going to... Well, yeah, I think we're probably not playing Fractured Identity, honestly. We'll just pick this up, and then just be like blue-red. We're leaning pretty hard on this one Sundering Titan, but I think that's okay. So these are literally... We have 5 dual lands. So I think we just play 14 lands in this. Yeah, having 5 dual lands is great. Then we can play like 2 mountains, or maybe 3. 2. See, this would give us 5, 6, 7 red sources, and then also Chrome Mox. I think 7 is fine. We only have 3 red cards. And then for blue, we only have 2 non-blue lands, so 12 blue lands. That seems good. And then if we're playing against a slower deck, or like a more like playing to the board sort of deck, we can side in Fractured Identity. Yeah, I think this deck is great. I think this is a definitely high chance of a trophy deck. We have good cheap interactions, a lot of power, a really powerful and consistent Tinker package. I sort of wish we had one more top end card, like one Blightsteel for these Tinkers, but I still think this deck is really good, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'll see you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1 against Ami Dominid 2021. Oh, almost 2021. That's a good reminder of that. And yeah, I'll keep this. We're really banking on this Ancestral resolving, so hopefully they don't have a Force of Will. I'm just going to go turn 1 Chrome Mox Ancestral, and we're going to pitch one of our 2 Mystical Tutors. Beautiful. Now I can preordain looking for another land, and then we can play Tinker on turn 2. Ooh, definitely do not want that. But I'll take a Mox Pearl. That's basically land. So we could go for the Tinker. I don't really want to blow up my own land, but that's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to go... I actually kind of want to go Thirst for Knowledge here and wait one more turn and hopefully get to hit an island that they play. So we'll discard Memory Jar and then play Island and hold up Mana Drain. Yeah, that seems good. If they play more Mana Development, I actually might Mana Drain it, which I don't normally do. No, actually, we can just go Tinker plus hold up Mana Drain. That's got to be better. Mana Vault. Okay, that's fine. Good, Scalding Tarn. So now that hopefully they get a blue-red land, so we don't have to blow up our own volcanic islands. Nice, okay. 5 mana. This is almost definitely getting mana drained. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, that's small ball. Chrome Mox. Yeah, I'm not going to counter any of this stuff. Using Mana Vault to play a Bloodbraid Elf is pretty underpowered in this format. Even if it is a 4-3. Although if it was a 4-3 normally, it would be so broken. There's a second Tinker. Don't think we really want that. I think I'll just take a Library here because if we play a Time Twister, then it could be really good, nice. Okay, so I think we'll just be discarding that Mox Jet. So we can go... I guess we'll get rid of the Chrome Mox, actually. Well, no, I do kind of want the blue source. So we'll play Tinker, sacking the Chrome or the Mox Pearl. Get Sundering Titan. Blow up these 2 lands. They concede. All right, sweet. So yeah, I mean, we were gonna win that game. We could play Fumarole, hold up Mana Drain, and then start hitting for 7. They'd be taking 1 from their Mana Vault every turn and just have this 1 Noble Hierarch. We could even Mystical Tutor for a Chain Lightning to hit their Noble. So we were definitely gonna win that one. All right, so Bloodbraid Elf is good against our Planeswalkers, but we're not super reliant on Planeswalkers, so I think it's fine. But I kind of am interested in Fractured Identity here. We're on the draw, so we could maybe just cut the library for 1 Plains, so our mana base is not weakened. And then cut the 1 Mountain for the Sacred Foundry. And then bring in this over the jar. And that gives us 3 white sources. I think that's fine. We could even maybe add 1 more Plains. But I think this is alright. We'll do it like this. One thing to note is that splashing cards does become more awkward when you have Sundering Titan in your deck. I don't really want to have that 1 Plains and then need to blow it up, but it's fine. All right, well, we have 2 white sources in hand, so the Fractured Identity is looking good. We could go turn 2 Tinker if we want to, which we probably should do. We haven't seen any counter magic from them yet. Oh, they even played a Plains, so that's, interesting. Wasn't really expecting that. So we can go this and then just hold up Miscalc and then go for Impulse. If they don't play anything, we need Miscalc. If they just level up the Student, they're so dead. Okay, yeah, that's not going to get there, my friend. They didn't even play land. Okay, I think I'm just going to play Impulse, actually, and not go for the Tinker right now. If they just deal with if they have a Path or a Sword, then we get sort of rocked. We have to blow up all of our own lands and stuff. There is a Tinker, and an Island, and a Jace. I think we just get the Tinker here. Yeah, because then we don't need a Mystical for Tinker. Okay, getting a blue source was good. That makes me kind of want to just go for it. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just go blue. Oh, wait, no, we don't have enough mana to hold up. Yeah, I want to be able to hold up Miscalc as well, and we're 1 mana shy of being able to do that. So I think I'm just going to play Sacred or Steam Vent untapped and pass. This turn we'll go Miscalc plus Mystical most likely, and then go for Tinker. I would really love if they just played one more land, like an island or a, I mean, best case scenario would certainly be a volcanic. Okay, there's leveling that up. That's pretty weak. If I knew I was going to draw a blue source, I would have gotten Jace the Mind Sculptor there and just bounced their student. Okay, nice. So we can blow that up. All right, I think I am just going to fire off a Mystical Tutor here for Ancestral. Mystical Tutor for Mystical Tutor is the real pro move. So land. And then Tinker sacking the Mox Jet. So we'll blow up our own Steam Vents and then these 2 lands. And then they'll be down to basically nothing. This will probably draw a concession. Ancient Grudge, or a Braid here. If they do blow up if they kill our Thunder Titan, that's actually really bad. Then we have to destroy our own things. Okay, so we will certainly be miscalculating this. But if they have another answer, okay, they just concede. Sweet. So very, very smooth. This deck can play Tinker very consistently early. So if we can just drop a turn 1 or 2 Tinker most games while backing it up with Counter Magic, then that's definitely a winning recipe. So very strong start. We've been absolutely crushing it, and hopefully that will continue. See you in round 2. All right, here we are for round deuce, and we're on the draw, but our hand is great. We have turn 1 Miscalc and a turn 2 Tinker. Tundra, Mox Sapphire. Ooh, interesting. Wasn't really expecting to see that. So, do we want to pitch this Thirst? I think we probably should. Yeah, we probably should. So we can go Island, Chromox, pitching Thirst for Knowledge, and then hold up Miscalc, and then hopefully fire off a Tinker next turn. They were F6 there, so that's a good sign that they don't have a Force of Will or Daze. Thieving Skydiver without kicking it. Is that worth a Miscalc? I think I actually am going to do that just for mana efficiency. No land. Okay. There's a Thieving Skydiver of our own. Okay, now I'm just going to steal their Mox Sapphire instead of going for the Tinker here. We're taking them off of a mana either way. And this just sets us up to get more value with the Tinker later. I guess we could try and steal the Smuggler's Copter, but I think I would rather just cut off their mana than, like, if we're already planning on playing Tinker. Like, if our Tinker was getting something that beats down, then Smuggler's Copter would add to that plan, and that would be really good. But the thing we're getting with Tinker constrains their mana, so I want to take their Mox, and that'll, like, sort of play more into our overall game plan in this game. No play, all right. Mana drain. Okay, now we're definitely good to go. So we can go land. We'll Tinker away their thing. And then sack our mountain or destroy the mountain in the tundra. They could have Swords to Plowshares here. Okay, they don't. If they did, then we would have had to. Okay, sweet. So early Tinker Sundering Titan is continuing to be very strong. So we're playing against like blue-white. Looks like they might be sort of aggressive. I sort of wish we had a Pyroclasm. I think that could be good here. We could just play Deceiver Exarch as like a value blocker, but I think I'm just going to run it back like this. Chain Lightning should be pretty nice, although I wish we had Lightning Bolt to deal with the Copter. Yep, we'll just run this. This isn't a matchup where I want Fractured Identity, because you really want Fractured Identity when you're stealing like a 4 or 5 mana Planeswalker type card. But it looks like they're not going to really be doing that too much. We'll keep this. Chromox has actually been really good here. We haven't really needed the extra cards. So hopefully we can Thieving Skydiver that on turn 2. Land. Nice. Okay, now I'm just going to go Island, Chromox Pitch, Time Twister, I think. Yeah, we're going to do that. There's some argument to just playing Shelldock and passing, but I think holding up Miscalc is pretty important here. There's a lot of really bad things they could do if we just pass and have no way to interact. They might just go for a Thieving Skydiver of their own here, in which case we'll certainly miscalc that. If we can counter their Thieving Skydiver and then play our own, we'll be in great shape. Ooh, Mana Crypt, okay. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Well, hopefully they don't have a Mana Tithe. Nice, all right. So now if we draw a land, we can just Tinker. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to go for it. They will have these things, but I think it's still worth it. We're going to have to lose our red source. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. Actually, it does set us back on mana a decent amount. Maybe we should just go for Thieving Skydiver. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to do that. This might look weird, and I'm not convinced that it's right. Then the other question is, do we want to steal Mana Crypt or Mox Pearl? And I think the answer is Mox Pearl, actually. If we're beating down with Sundering Titan and Mox... Yeah, I think that this is actually the better thing to steal here. Tap it, sure. Pass the turn back. And now next turn we can Tinker sacking their Mox Pearl. I actually sort of regret this, though. Thinking about it more, we probably should have just taken the Mana Crypt. I don't know what they have, really, but the extra mana could definitely make a difference. Sword of Body and Mind. That's like the least scary thing they possibly could have played. So I think we should just be able to win now. So we'll go tap 3, Tinker, sacking Mox Pearl. Sundering Titan. Blow up Island, Tundra, Volcanic. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're definitely getting an island here because otherwise we would have to blow up 2 of our own mountains. So hit island. Oh, wait. This is actually interesting. So we actually don't want to hit their island here because if we blow up both of their lands on the first trigger, we'll have to blow up one of ours on the second trigger. So the first one will just hit both of these. And then the second one will hit just their one island. Did we drop a Shelldock? Put Mana Drain under it. And hit for 2. So we should be in good shape now. Between the given how this played out, I'm again happy that we left them with the Mana Crypt because that really speeds up the clock. We're sort of, without the Sundering Titan in our deck, we're really trying to win with like 2 2s and 3 3s. Library, okay, so we can go. I think I'm going to play the library out first so that we can just have double blue available. We'll use the Narset. Hit Soul Ring, Dak. Well, actually, all 3 of these are reasonable options. We don't have red mana right now. I think I should just take the Force of Will. I think that's just the safest plan. And now, if we're just hitting for 2, they're flipping coins for Mana Crypt, and we're holding up Force of Will, and we have Narset shut down card draw. I can't really see a way to get out of this. All right, sweet. This has been a really, really smooth 2-0-4-0 so far. Hopefully we can keep it going. I'll see you in the finals. All right, here we are for the finals against HF Gripkey. Interesting name. We will be on the play, and we have a great hand. We can drop a very early Memory Jar. Unfortunately, we can't quite. It's like very close to being able to play turn 1 Narset, but we can't actually do it. We can make 3 mana on turn 1, but it would be 2 colorless and 1 blue. So we'll go Mox Ruby, tap it from Soul Ring, and then play tap Steam Vents. And then probably just, we can either play Narset or Memory Jar next turn. I'm not really sure which would be better. Ponder, okay. Probably it's better to just get the Narset down here. It's less mana efficient, but it interacts well, whereas Memory Jar, we just cast it and then don't really do anything. Ooh, okay. They could just play a Time Twister here. Did they shuffle with the Ponder? Ooh, they have their own Narset. They chose not shuffle. Well, Memory Jar is now a brick, so we'll definitely just play our own Narset. They got a Time Twister. Okay, so we definitely need to get our Narset into play ASAP. So we will do that. Tinker. Okay, yeah, I think we just take the Tinker here. So if they play Time Twister, they draw no cards, and we draw 1 card. So they're not going to do that. They have these 2 cards and then some unknowns. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. So that could get an answer to our Narset. I hope they play another land here. In fact, there's a chance they'll just Demonic Tutor for a land. It's not the flashiest play, but it's definitely something I've done before. They might also get a Tellurian Academy, which would be pretty bad for us. It's just very scary with them having a Narset in play and a Time Twister in hand. Like, we're protected right now, but if they have a way to deal with this Narset in their entire deck, they can just get it, and that would be quite bad for us. Of course, they know that we have Tinker, so they could be getting an answer, like an answer to what they think our Tinker target will be, or they could be getting a Force of Will. And Force of Will on Tinker is a 2 for 2. Normally, if your opponent forces your card, like, I mean, it doesn't feel good, but at least you know you're getting like the better of that exchange. No land, okay. So we'll use Narset. Get another Tinker. Thirst for Knowledge is a brick. Mystical Tutor is also sort of a brick. Mystical Tutor can get not much, honestly. I mean, it could get Counterspell. Yeah, getting a Counterspell seems fine, actually. And I don't think Thirst or Tinker are very good here. So I'll get the Mystical, and then we'll go for Jace. And I'm going to just start plussing on them, I think. Or, I mean, we definitely don't Brainstorm, so we're plussing on one of us. Yeah, I think I'm going to plus on them. Mox Diamond, they can have that for sure. They're missing land drops. And I'm not going to, no need to Mystical Tutor here. I'm just going to get the tap land into play, and then we can decide if we want a Mystical next turn. So they just cast the Golgari Signet. Okay, my best draw would be like a DAC or something. So I actually think I'm not going to fire off Mystical. Wait, actually, do we have enough mana for Mystical plus Tinker plus Memory Drain or Mana Drain? Yeah, I think we do. We need 4 blue for that, and we have 4 blue. So we'll just fire that off. Yeah, so Mana Drain, then we tap this in the Soul Ring. Yeah. So we'll start with plussing on them again. We're just going to try and cut them off of mana here. Soul Ring, yeah, we want to put that on the bottom. That's good. Then we go tap that for Tinker. Oh, wait. We should definitely just get our island in play, then play Tinker. I do wish I had a Blightsteel Colossus, but this is still good. So we just hit these 2. And then pass the turn. We could have waited to get more value, but I think just getting this down on the board is nice. So now we're pressuring them with both Jace and Sundering Titan. And they don't have that much mana at all. Plus, if they want to use the Signet, they have to use their Mox Diamond to cast that. All right, sweet. So that went pretty well. Sundering Titan has really put in work this round. I'm very, very glad we picked that up. Now, do we want Fractured Identity in this matchup? They're playing blue-black. It's okay against Narset, but not the best. I think we just run it back. I mean, we have Chain Lightning to deal with Narset. Yeah, I think we could see more of their deck and decide we want it, but for now, I think this is the right play. Well, we have no cards that we can pitch to this Chrome Mox, really. Turn 2 Narset is good if we draw a spell. This is close. I think I'm actually going to keep it, though. Well, actually, we'll see. Did they keep? They mulliganed. I think I'm going to keep it. Like, I think Time Twister or, like, Draw 7s are probably a decently large part of their plan, and Narset is our best answer to that. Okay, leading on Mox, sure. Ponder. So, my guess is they have no lands, and they're pondering looking for land. I think Mox Diamond is a really bad card in this format, to be honest, because you were playing a low land count due to all your Moxing, and when you have not that many lands, it's just hard to get value off of that. All right, so they chose to not shuffle. Then they drew a card, and now they'll probably bottom at least one of them. They bottomed both. Okay, that's good for us. Another land was an atrocious draw. I'll just draw up a tapped Steam Vents and pass. We're only playing 14 lands. Ooh, Forest. Interesting. There's the Narset. So we really, really need to draw literally any non-artifact spell. Or an artifact, too. Like, pretty much any... I guess Soul Ring wouldn't do it. But, come on, just something that lets us do this. Okay. Ooh, so we could... I really wish I could just pitch the Memory Jar to this. I think we just pitched the Thieving Skydiver. It would be really good, but I'm so afraid of a draw 7 here. And we also just need some card draw ourselves. Well, that's not great. I guess I'll take the Soul Ring. It is good to push all that stuff to the bottom. But it's annoying that... Yeah, maybe we should just cut this Memory Jar in this matchup. It's very bad against Narset. Hit Demonic Tutor. Okay, what can that get? We really haven't seen enough of their deck to know what Demonic Tutor is searching for. Our best draw would definitely just be Tinker. We could just blow up all 3 of their lands. Dak would also be pretty good. With Dak, we could start by stealing one of their mana things, and then just start plussing on them, and they can just only draw 1 because of the Narset, and then they discard 2. So Narset plus Dak is a sort of interesting value engine. Jace would be okay just as a way to start Fate Sealing, but that wouldn't be amazing. Zealous Conscripts would be okay. We could steal their Mana Vault just to tap it and then kill their Narset, which would unlock Memory Jar. This is a big turn, though. So they have a lot of mana, and they just got any card that they want from their deck. Okay, that's actually pretty good because that can kill our Narset. I don't care too much about losing the mana. Oof, man, we really need to find something here. Tinker, okay, that's good. We could also take a Jace. No, I think we just take Tinker and just go for the kill. So we go Island, Soul Ring, Tinker. Oh no, that's really rough. So, yeah, that's really, really bad. Now we don't have another artifact, and our opponent can play a Time Twister and destroy us. So Narset down. We could have not used the Narset, but I don't think that's right. Narset digs us deep. Mana Drain. Okay, Mana Drain's a good draw. So we can just go Island Pass and hold up Mana Drain and then play Memory Jar and sack the Memory Jar to the Tinker. Just untapping the Mana Vault. That's not scary. So we'll take our 2. Don't care too much about that. No play. All right. Ooh. All right. I'm just going to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not going to be playing that Ancestral. That is for sure. We could just jam the Memory Jar, but if that gets countered, we're in bad shape. And now, as unappealing as it is, I might just use Ancestral as a cantrip. I wish we could deal with that Narset. I actually don't think we need to use the Ancestral as a cantrip. We're not under a lot of pressure, and we can set up... Oh, we just draw that. Well, now we can just go for Hardcast Sundering Titan, I guess. The Tinker is pretty much just a dead draw now. I would love to draw a Chain Lightning to kill the Narset. Seven mana. Oh my gosh. Hopefully this doesn't have a cast trigger, although it almost definitely will. Okay. That's good. I mean, we'll definitely Memory Jar that, or Mana Drain that. Oh. We probably should have waited. Yeah. We definitely should have let them draw the 4 cards first. All those cards that they just shuffled in are pretty good. So now we can Hardcast Sundering Titan. I'm still going to hold off on playing the Tinker, I think. or playing the Ancestral. But now we're in pretty rough shape. Actually, maybe we probably should just cycle the Ancestral. It's so unappealing, but I really need to, like, if they have a counterspell, that's super bad. Hopefully they counter this, actually, and forget that they have a Narset. Kozilek is a sort of weird card for them to be playing. Ooh, Zealous Conscripts. So we should definitely play Sundering Titan. Okay, no counterspell is great. We can blow up all their untapped lands. And now we can play Zealous Conscripts, steal one of their Moxen. So I'm just like, we could Tinker, sacrifice our own Sundering Titan to blow up 3 more of their lands, but I do think having a Sundering Titan in play is sort of good. We could just Zealous Conscript steal one of their Moxen and then Tinker sack that. That's probably a little better. So we'll go Zealous, take Mox Sapphire, then attack Narset. And cast Tinker. And unfortunately, we don't have any good Tinker targets left, but that's fine. I guess we just get Soul Ring. And we don't have mana for Memory Jar this turn, but we can play it next turn. And so now they have a bunch of cards, man. We're still probably behind, honestly, since they did just hardcast Kozilek. But they're a lot less scary when they have less mana. And if they deal with a Sundering Titan, we can blow up all their mana again. So either they're just going to be taking 7 or chump blocking Sundering Titan, or we can just put in a lot of work. One other play I should note, we could have just given our Sundering Titan haste and hit them for 10. Oh, they just drew us a whole new hand. Okay. So now, I think now we're way ahead again. Not going to do anything about that. We can actually get access to Force of Will by Mysticaling for Force and then Ancestral. So I'm not going to counter the Mox time, but that's something to know if they play something really scary. Wow, aggressive attack. So if they just pass, I'm going to go end of turn Ancestral first, and then with that information, we'll decide if we want to play Mystical Tutor. 4 mana. Man, I'm really happy we killed the Narset just in time. They had that Narset in play for a long time without a Time Twister. And then the turn after we top deck the thing that kills the Narset, they top deck the Time Twister. Okay, no play, so Ancestral Recall. Oh, do they have a Hole Breacher? That sucks. That's really annoying. So if we get a Chain Lightning, we can bring them down to 1. I mean, I'm going to Mystical Tutor. What do we want to search for? I wish we had Time Walk. Definitely not Tinker. It's between Mana Drain, Chain Lightning. I think it's just got to be Chain Lightning. Then we can get some nice value with the Jace. They'll get us here. They counter our Ancestral, so good job to them. But then we'll be in pretty good shape, I think. I mean, they have a lot of mana, too, so they could have a counterspell. So I'll play a Library. Play Chain Lightning on the Hole Breacher. Oh, no, they have a counterspell? Oh, no, they don't. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even realize they could do that. That just doesn't come up that often. So I should have played another red source. That was a misplay. We could have copied this and then killed their Thieving Skydiver, but it's fine. We're still in a very dominant position. Now we go Jace the Mind Sculptor, Brainstorm, looking for counterspell. Okay, well, now we can only find Force of Will plus blue card. We could even bounce our own Sundering Titan. But no, then they can just kill our Jace. That's definitely not right. Okay, sure, I mean, Dak is the best card. I'm going to put Dak on top, so I guess we'll just go, like, Island Dak. And then hit them for 7. Now, they have a lot of mana and a lot of cards. But they have to deal with the Sundering Titan or they'll die. And they have to deal with this Jace. And our life total is pretty healthy. They're down to 6 now. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So they can just cast a Kozilek again if they want to. But that wouldn't be a great line because then we could just bounce it with the Jace and attack. That they can use the Shelldock next turn. We could just draw our own Narset and just go Narset into Time Twister. 4 mana. What's that? Jace. So they can bounce our Sundering Titan if they want to. That doesn't seem that good for them, though. They could bounce their Thieving Skydiver and steal our Soul Ring, but that doesn't really matter either. They'll probably just Brainstorm. Oh, okay. Sure. So blow up that, and that. Jace is getting low. So we could just hardcast Sundering Titan again. We could... I think we want to plus Jace. We could Dak minus to steal Mox Diamond. We could also Jace Brainstorm and then get back up to Library, but I don't think we need to do that. Well, actually, how good is it even to steal their Mox Diamond? If we just cast Sundering Titan, they can just keep on bouncing it with Jace. They also do have this Shelldock Isle that we need to worry about. Part of me actually does want to Jace Brainstorm here. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that, even though, like, I'm hoping to hit away to... Okay, that's... Oh, Chain Lightning's in the graveyard. So, put back 2 lands. Then we can Mystical Tutor for something. I don't think we really want Memory Jar in this situation. No, probably it is just a land. So, do that. Then play land. Play Mystical Tutor. Grab. I guess just Mana Drain. And then Preordain into Mana Drain. Don't want the Tinker. I guess we could have actually shuffled in the Sundering Titan and then gone for Tinker. Maybe that would have been better. But then we go pay 3 Dak. Steal Mox Diamond. And we could just... We have 5 mana, so we could just play Time Twister. But I don't think that helps us. I think we should just pass. If it wasn't for the Shelldock Isle, I would think we're in great position. With the Shelldock, it's a little dicey. They're down to 5. Their life total is getting low. We can just use, like, a lot of the cards we want are in our graveyard or, like, gone in some way. So we can just Time Twister to reshuffle, like, Zealous Conscripts. That's probably, like, one of the best cards we could have here. Okay, another Mox. Another Mox. Kill our Jace. That's fine, though. They have a backup Jace. I think we just let that resolve. I mean, yeah, I think that's not that bad. That Thieving Skydiver has put in work, honestly. It stole this Chrome Mox so long ago, and now it's just been, like, doming us for 2 every turn or killing our Planeswalkers. Mill is a real consideration, so we can just go Memory Jar to make them draw 7 and then Dak them to make them draw 9. Urza, okay, that I do want to counter. If we can find Narset, then we just win, because then we can go Time Twister with Narset. Oh, deal. So we will go, yeah, just cast Narset. And then I think I'm just going to Time Twister now. I don't, like, playing Sundering Titan doesn't seem that important here. Oh, no, do they have a Hole Breacher? Oh, my gosh. Oh, a Narset of their own. Okay, so now we just are both going to not have cards. That's bad. That's definitely bad. So I'll minus this. If we hit Chain Lightning, then that changes this so much. Tinker. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we do that. I'm just going to DAC them to make them discard their card. Wasn't a very good one, but whatever. And then cast Tinker, sacking Mox Diamond. Grab this Sundering Titan again. They can just bounce our Sundering Titan again with Jace. Man, we're running out of red sources here. We don't have many red cards. So they can't use the Jace. Or they can't Brainstorm. Yeah, they'll definitely just bounce our Sundering Titan. They can bounce our Sundering Titan and kill our DAC. Yeah, we're definitely... That is not a very good play with the Narset in play. I mean, they still get Scry, so maybe it actually is a good play, but they put one card on the bottom, one on top, then use Narset so they can just draw whatever card they just put on top. Black Lotus. Okay, that's not very scary. So they do bounce that. Out of red. We'll see if they go for the Narset or the DAC. Okay, they do go for the DAC. That makes sense. So we could Mystical Tutor for something and then hit it with Narset. But the thing we would most want is a Chain Lightning, which we can't cast. So I think we just... Do we even... Yeah, I think I'm going to minus the Narset here. We need to hit something. There is the Chain Lightning. We could Jace, bounce their Thieving Skydiver, but then they can steal our Mox. We could just get Jason plus. Or how much do we care about the Soul Ring, actually? Maybe we don't care that much about it. Well, how are we going to win? We need to find a way to actually win this game. I think we need to kill the Narset to win this game. No, I think we take the Jace here. So we Jace, and then we're going to plus on ourselves. Mountain. Okay. I think I'm actually going to draw that. And then in 2 turns, we can get Chain Lightning, which is not great, but we need to kill the Narset. Or the Jace. So they'll kill our Narset and then start Brainstorming. This has been a wild game. We're definitely behind because of this Thieving Skydiver. And also just the fact that Sundering Titan keeps on blowing up our lands is honestly really bad. Man, if that the only reason this is even close to a game is because of that Shelldock Isle. The Shelldock putting an instant speed Narset out. Otherwise, we would have drawn 7. All right, so they kill our Narset, which is bad. Mind's Desire. That's an interesting one. I wonder if they're playing something like a Brainstorm. Now we need to fear them having a Time Twister of their own. It's sort of funny that there's no cards in Exile after this whole game. Ponder, yep. Hole Breacher. Ooh. This could be bad. Are they just going to play a Time Twister now? Oh, no. Man, every single game up until this point have just been like 1 minute long. But this game has been very different. Okay, mine's die for 3. Hopefully they don't hit a time twister. Oh, man. Well, time twister is the only card they hit there, but that's all they need. So, no value in playing anything. We draw no cards. They get 7 treasures. Hard to imagine a way we win here. I mean, the only way we win is because their life total is low. So if they just somehow don't have anything good, we can... And we draw a red source into Zealous Conscript. That's our win condition at this point. Oh my gosh, that's a 16-16 construct. Okay, so we have to bounce that. Another time twister, jeez. All right, well, that's a 23-23 construct. And they can tap them for blue. They don't even need to sack their treasures. Well, this has been a lot of jockeying for position, back and forth. Stages where I thought we were way up, stages where we were certainly behind. But it looks like they got the last laugh here. This could be a little bit of a rough matchup. All their Mox Diamonds are pretty good against Sundering Titan. All right, do they have a Storm win condition, or are they just playing this for value? So we have another win condition now. Mind Twist. Or no, Memory Jar would win. Assuming they don't have a counterspell, which they probably do. Fast Bond, jeez. So they really are all in on draw 7s. So that's something. I think we actually do want Fractured Identity against all their Narsets and Jaces and Hull Breachers. Another time twister. Holy moly. I mean, they're just having fun now. I don't think this is actually even the right line, really. Like, maybe they have a win condition they're digging towards. Holy cow. Is this an infinite combo? They just draw time twister every single time? Yeah, it is. That's pretty sick. Actually, I guess it's not deterministic, but it's... They're basically just guaranteed to get 4 new treasures and like whatever else they want every single turn. They don't actually have that much in terms of an actual win condition. I mean, if they have a time walk, then we're super dead. But we still have Memory Jar as a potential out. The Remand is gone, and I think that's the only counterspell we've seen. I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily a deterministic infinite loop here, but it sort of is. I mean, like, they're just so likely to be able... Oh, now they can play a second Urza. Okay, I see. So they actually did have something they're working towards. So now it's just... We have one draw. It's just Memory Jar or bust. Memory Jar plus them not having any answers or bust. They have 2 43-43s. I've never really seen this happen before, actually. Like, looping time twisters. I mean, it's pretty sick. I guess I'll move my face down. There you go. Now you can see all the stuff going on in the top right up there for them. Oh, they fade sealed us. That sucks. Okay, so now we just die. I'll just brainstorm to give them their sweet value. Give you 3 more treasures and concede. Well played. That was a sweet one. We had an out even that late in the game, although not really with them having the Jace to fate seal. So we got pretty destroyed that game. This game is really just about playing and protecting Narset. So we'll make this change again. I think I'm going to cut the library. Add in a planes. I really wish we had one more good Tinker target. And I don't think Memory Jar is good. They're like really set up to beat draw 7s. We could even cut our own time twister. But I think I'll keep that in. It's nice that, like, with 2 Mystical Tutors, it's nice to have access to go for that. And with a Fractured Identity, that gives us essentially another source of, it gives us another source of Narset Hull Breacher effect. So we can go turn 1, Impulse, turn 2, Tinker, and we're going to just be looking for Force of Will here. Because if we can go turn 2 Tinker into Sundering Titan with Force of Will back up, that's really strong. They mulliganed. Mulligans just matter so little in this, like, time twister format, though. They have a Mox, unsurprisingly. 2 Moxen. Okay, I think I'm just going to take the Volcanic here. So, I don't really want to just jam Tinker into Remand. Remand would be very bad here. Although, we could just... No. We just... I guess they're probably holding up Hole Breacher. Which isn't that bad since we have the Chain Lightning. If we do go for the... This is actually a really interesting point. We're not going to Time Twister for sure. If we go for Tinker, at least they have to play the Remand. We only have 1 Remand. But then we lose our white mana for Fractured Identity, and we don't have another thing to sack to the Tinker. However, they could just have Hole Breacher into Time Twister. And if they do that, then we'll really want to have established a board presence. So do we want to play around Hole Breacher or Remand? I really, really wish this Chain Lightning was a Lightning Bolt. If they don't have exactly Hole Breacher into Time Twister, it doesn't really matter. If they just play the Hole Breacher, we can Chain Lightning it very easily. This is very close. I think we just got a jam here. They only have 1 Remand that we know of, and they're... almost misclicked there. I think they're more likely to be mulliganing towards Hole Breacher than towards Remand. Plus, they played 2 Mox in there. They probably only would have played 1 Mox if they were just playing Remand. I mean, I guess they could play around Daze, but they've seen like our whole deck and they know we don't have it, I think. Okay, that resolved. So we get Sundering Titan. Blow up their island. They do have the Hole Breacher. Okay, so now we'll see. If they have Time Twister, that's bad. They would have to have untapped land into Time Twister. And then we'll probably just lose. I mean, okay, if they're tapping mana now before playing land, that's great. Because if we Chain Lightning their Hole Breacher, then... Okay, yes. 2 mana, but it's black and green. Fast Bond? Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. They have 1 card. So now we can kill their Hole Breacher. And now, I mean, Time Twister would still... Or, like, if they play Time Twister, that would still be sort of scary. But they don't have that much mana, and we're killing them very quickly. And we have Zealous Conscript that we're building up towards. Their last card, the Twister. Mind's Desire for 2. That's a desperation move for sure. Okay, Island Preordain. I mean, they're just going to Preordain towards Time Twister. I think that's going to be their plan. Hopefully we just hit land drops and we can build up towards Zealous. Actually, no, the best draw would definitely just be a counter spell. If we draw a counter, we win. Ponder, okay. So they went bottom with a Preordain. That's good. Let me know where you want... Oh, they chose to not shuffle. Holy cow. What could they have put on top? Oh, okay, sweet. So we're good to go. That was exactly the draw we were looking for. So now we passed. They probably have like some sort of answer to this, like maybe Jace or something. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Urza. Yeah, we'll still counter that. All right, sweet. That was one of the better decks I've drafted, to be honest. Yeah, this deck was very, very strong. We had good fast mana, really devastating Tinker package. I mean, having 2 Tinkers and 2 Mystical Tutors just made it so that we could play Tinker on like turn 2 very, very consistently. And that just wins in a lot of matchups. I mean, Sundering Titan isn't the best target necessarily, but it's very good. And there's situations where it is the best. So that was pretty strong. In game 2 of match 3, the one where we lost, we did run into a bit of trouble of blowing up all of our own red sources. So something like a Fumarole or Spiral of Canal would have been really nice there. Usually the duels that have both types were better, but in this deck they actually are probably worse. Just having like a bunch of Firebluff Canals might have been better. But this deck was really strong. It was cool to be able to side into Fractured Identity, although we never cast it. But we had like good Planeswalkers. I think the Tinker package was really what made this deck. Just fast Sundering Titan with like some amount of things to back it up was just so strong. So really, really sweet league. That was a lot of fun. This is like a prototypical Supreme Vintage Cube deck, like lots of artifacts and fast mana and tinker and counterspells and stuff. But this felt like a sort of unique flavor of it. I don't know. Maybe it's not different, but it sort of felt different. Instead of building around Draw 7, which is a little bit more classic, we built around Tinker very effectively. So really, really sweet league. A bit of a speed run until the last round. The first two were very quick, but a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.